back. I have been away for a while. Because I can't leave well enough alone, we have been modifying the C280, the camera car, which is now no longer a camera car because it's too low. There are 3 updates that have been made to the car, and I want to show them to you today. First update obviously being the suspension. For the springs, I'm running stock springs that have been cut to fit. I've cut a few coils off to get the desired ride height that I want. For the shocks, I am running the Bilstein Sport suspension shocks from the back of a 190E. I actually have those on the back as well as the front. When I put those on, I was a little concerned that they wouldn't be stiff enough, but however, I've got a number of miles on them with this setup, and I'm pretty pleased with how stiff it really is. In the front, if I wanted to go stiffer, I probably could by putting some Saab shocks on there. But right now it's pretty stiff, so I'm pleased. Some people don't like the idea of cutting springs. I have thousands of miles on old school Mercedes cut springs with no issue. I really like how they perform. I can't say anything about the new suspension, like the new school Mercedes and how their springs are, but for old school 80s, 90s, I mean, they're not progressive rate springs, so you've got consistent tension all through the load, whereas, you know, that may not be the case with the new ones. I don't know. I've had no issues. Again, this is descriptive and not necessarily prescriptive. If you don't want to cut your springs, you don't have to. It's all good. We'll still be friends. One more thing about the suspension. I've got it such that I still have a good 3 inches of clearance underneath the oil pan, so I can still drive this pretty much anywhere and not have an issue. Second update, wheels and tires. I'm currently on the 16-inch lightweight CLK wheels with the Dunlop Dureza 205 50 16s. On the rear, I'm running the H&R 15 millimeter spacers made in Germany, so this is the real deal. On the rear, I'm able to run stock lug bolts with these wheels, and front, I've got shorter lug bolts, which are about 15 millimeters shorter to accommodate the CLK wheels. Okay, so third update, obviously the exhaust. I wanted to do a center exit, so I actually went with a Jones full bore muffler, which is a chambered muffler. I liked how it had the dual exhaust because I didn't necessarily want to look like it's a little dogtail. It's kind of the little stinger pipes cut to the desired length. And to accommodate that new center exhaust, I cut out the silhouette of the pipe, welded in the muffler, and then ran out the 2 exhaust pipes. To cover that, I took pieces from an old furnace that I had. When I got a new one installed, I kept all the scrap metal, and I basically built that box around it. So when the weather warms up a little bit, I'll probably come back and clean it up with some seam sealer and close it all in. So right now it's completely stock except for the muffler. I'll let you hear how it sounds. Obviously not too loud. We revved it up to 4,000 RPMs there, but at least it doesn't sound like a noisy vacuum cleaner anymore, so I'm pleased. One of the design features I didn't care for with the 202 chassis is the fuel pump kind of just hangs down there. You know, with the 190, since it's designed for racing, it's recessed nicely into the body, whereas the 202 is just sort of dangling there. So for lack of better term, I built this protective underbody cover to protect from any debris, since I'm obviously closer to the ground. And it's just a 4-bolt setup. Seems to work well. We'll see what happens. So before I sign off here, I want to let you know that we do have stickers. Bring that right in there here. Made in USA, quality outdoor, indoor vinyl, and I will ship these out to you personally, and I am selling these for $2 US dollars. You can send me money via PayPal, hit me up on Instagram, or you can email me, tankmouseproductions@yahoo.com. Just send me your address, and I'll let you know where to send the money, and I will ship these out to you anywhere in the world. Again, $2 US. If you've wondered what the logo is about, it's basically a defiance of convention. I mean, what is more defiant of convention than a mouse that is deciding, I'm not going to be quiet as a mouse, I'm going to jump in a tank, and I'm going to run the cannon. All of that instead of words, all of that is in this symbol. So I hope that you found this video useful, as at least amusing. I'm dating myself here, but when we first started modifying cars, YouTube was not really a thing. So if you wanted to figure out, you just had to go on forums and hope somebody was kind of doing the same thing that you wanted to do. So what I'm trying to do with these videos is just give you some options as to what you can do, and give you some of the part numbers that I'm using, and give you an idea of how it might work. So if you like what you see, please subscribe for future installments of the behind the scenes series, as well as some feature films. Hoping to bring a lot more of those to you in the 2021 season. But until then, thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, please like, share, and subscribe. Turn on those notifications so that you never miss a beat. And with that, I will see you next time.